Good day, everybody. How you doing? How everybody doing? How everybody doing on this? What's today's date? Terrific Tuesday. Who's out there? Who's out there? Who's out there, man? Hey, listen, folks, man. You know what, man? We gotta stop taking life for granted. We gotta stop thinking that we're invincible. We gotta start appreciating the simple things in life. And I don't think we're doing that. I think right now we're caught up into a lot of that knick-knack, a lot of that BS, not quite understanding, like right now where it's like freedom is a blessing. Being alive is a blessing. Stop taking life for granted, man. You know, sit back and think about it, folks. Like, look what's going on. Look at that young man. Everybody talking about it. How PnB Rock. You mean to tell me he can't go out to eat, you know what I'm saying, with his girl, with his daughter, and have a good time, have a bite to eat? You know, I don't care where you're from. Right now, you can be from Kentucky. You can be from, hey, no offense, Gangster William. You can be from New Orleans. You can be from anywhere you want to be from. You should be able to go anywhere you want to go in peace. But guess what? For some reason, we as people have a hard time going places, enjoying ourselves without no drama. Why everywhere we go, it gotta be drama? Why people feel that they can come along and basically right now take this man's life over some man-made material, over jewelry? What? You know, why do people feel, oh, because I'm a rapper, I gotta check in. I gotta, call people to let them know, listen, I'm in LA. So once again, I gotta check in. I gotta grease your pond for my safety. And you know what, folks, sometime right now is, guess what? Honestly speaking, I wish he would have greased somebody's pond. Because right now, if he would have greased somebody's pond, chances are he would have still been alive. But once again, when you go into these different places and you out there and you flossing and you looking like $1 million, sometimes you don't even have to have $1 million. But if you looking like $1 million, people are gonna come for you. People are gonna attack. For what? Because you look like something. You got all this diamond, okay, all this platinum, all this gold on your neck, dripped out, on your wrists, on your fingers. So we want what you got. What make that right, folks? It don't make it right. When you sit back and you look at it right now, is guess what, man? This social media thing can be a blessing and a curse, but it all depends upon how we utilize it. Like I always try and tell people, man, listen, man, even back in the days right now where, hey, I never wore $100,000 worth of shit on my neck, but I wore some truck jewelry, and guess what? I was always right. Because once again, I knew what I was up against. I know it's no defense for the element of surprise. And I know right now if the wolves, if the boogeyman come for you, and if you're not right, guess what's gonna happen? They gonna lay you down. They gonna take what you got by any means necessary. And you know what? Listen, folks, it's no defense, there's no element of surprise. That's why you have to be prepared. If you get in the boxing ring, like Mike Tyson, all the boxers, what they teach you, protect yourself at all time. Keep your hands up at all time. Why? Because once again, you got to. If you let your guard down, people are gonna run through you. They're gonna run all over you. And like I try to say, man, it's no defense. We got to be prepared all time, man. When you watch and you listen, man, if anybody trying to blame that young lady right now for dropping the location, man, that young lady was just being a young lady. From wherever she was from, she in Los Angeles. She's in an established spot, Roscoe. Everybody right now, like to me, I never been to Roscoe. But if I'm not mistaken, that's the same Roscoe next to the old Laker, you know what I'm saying, facility. What was the Coliseum name? That's the same place. But once again, why in the hell right now she can't share it with her family, share it with her friends, share it with her fans, letting them know like, yeah, me and my man, we out with the baby, having a good time. We eating, I'm saying, chicken and waffle at Roscoe. What was wrong about that? But once again, like I said right now, is people do not understand. You always got to watch those that are watching you. Watch those that you think ain't watching but are watching. Because right now, people are always paying attention. And like I say, they always waiting for the opportunity. When you on idle time is what? Idle time is the devil workshop. And people constantly wait. If I'm a lowlife, if I'm a person who don't have nothing going on for myself, if I'm starving because I'm too lazy to go get a job, I'm too lazy to go apply myself, to get up early in the morning and punch a clock. What I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to live off the land. And by me trying to live off the land, what's gonna happen? Anybody and everybody that's out there, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them as free lunch. I'm looking at them as opportunity. I'm looking at people right now as, guess what? I can take that. Who in the hell do anybody in a rightful state of mind think they are, that they can go taking belongings, personal items from people that don't belong to you? That tell you right there that's a problem. And like I said right now, I'm not sitting here trying to bash those young gentlemen, because once again, they was like me, young, dumb, lost, uneducated, didn't know, they know right from wrong. But once again, we want to take chances. We want to get over. We want to take shortcut. Not knowing and understanding that, guess what? Only thing come fast is trouble, easy to get into, hard to get out. And once again, like I said right now, look, in that situation, what you have people that lost. You got this rapper, he lost his life. He lost his life, his girlfriend, his child, the people that was there. They gonna always be traumatized behind that because they was there. Look at the individuals that was responsible for it. Guess what? They got held to pay. Because once again, with all the camera, with all the technology, with people talking, what's gonna happen to them? They going to jail. So what you have is how many people lost their life that particular time in Roscoe, chicken and waffle. Everybody that was there. You got this rapper, he lost his life for nothing. You got these individuals that took their life. Folks, who was that individual that went in there, pulled the trigger, and did what he did? Who is he to say who lived and who died? We're not God. How the hell we going to think we can take people's life and get it over with? You can't do that. Like I say right now, when I was 14 and 24, I used to be like that lost, sick individual. Sometimes you can know right from wrong, but what do you do? Right now do you want to go out there and do it right? Start out a minimum wage job and work your way up in the company? Nah. What we want to do is we want to go in there and we want it all now. That's not reality, folks. It's no shortcut in life. Only thing come easy is trouble. Easy to get into, hard to get out. Right now if you go out there and apply yourself, sit back and think about it. That man might get life imprisonment. He might get 20, 30 years. For what? If he went out there and got a minimum wage job and worked his way up in the company, it's no telling if he had good work ethic, reliability, a great attitude. Guess what? Sky could have been the limit. But sky's not the limit now. His life is over with. Why? Because of one bad mistake, one bad decision, one bad move, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, having that crazy thought, I'm down on my luck. I'm homeless. I'm about to get evicted. I don't got no money. Right now, I see this individual over here. Guess what? Oh man, he got $100,000 worth of jewelry on. I can go over there and get that. Even right now, if he got $50,000 worth of jewelry on, how much you think you can what do you think the resale value on that? When you take it to a diamond exchange, or you take it to a pawn shop, You're not going to even get a third of it. You'd be lucky right now. If it's $50,000 worth of jewelry, you'd be lucky if you get $15,000 to $20,000 for it. So when you sit back and you think about it, you killed this man for $15,000 to $20,000. Now you got to lay up in jail and rot 20, 30, possible life, possible the death penalty. Was it worth it, man? We got to do better, man. We got to do better. Like I said right now, listen, folks, here it is. We as a community, we as people, we have to hustle legally. It's so many jobs. It's so many different opportunities that's out there for us. Stop thinking you better than what you are. Stop thinking right now, well, I'm not smart enough to get a job, or I'm not disciplined enough to get a job. Yeah, you disciplined enough. I sit back and look at it right now. I wasted 15 years out of my life in and out of jail, trying to be tough, trying to be cool, wanting to live up the land. I was like those retards. I was out there robbing, stealing, burglarizing, selling fake jewelry. You know what? I went away, did 3.5 years, came home. You know what? You want to do the right thing, but guess what? Who's going to hire you when you got X amount of felonies? When you got a violent past? When you consider to be a menace to society? What we want to complain. We want to bitch, moan, groan, and complain and blame the man, blame the system. You know what? We are the one that putting these strikes, 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike. We are putting ourselves in that predicament. But we want people to feel sorry for us. Now, when you grow up, and some of us, guess what? It's sad, because some people never grow up. I listen to some of these characters that's out there, that's on these social media, talking about all the stuff they did. I'm a gangster, I'm this, I'm this. I've been a gangster since I was a kid. I went to juvenile, I went to jail, I didn't tell, I did this, I did this, I did this. I was slapping people, I was robbing people, I was shooting people, I was stabbing people. My dad went to jail because he murdered a cop. My uncle went to jail because he threw a grenade somewhere. I've been in jail all my life. Whoa, when you're 40 years old and you want to be a rapper now, folks, listen, man, what's wrong with you? That means their mentality, they're stuck. They're still stuck into that fake world. Right now, they don't have no maturity. They got an IQ of a kid, and they're stuck. And they think that's cool. They think to get on these platforms, talking all that negative, promoting all that negative energy, how bad and how tough you are. But once again, right now, is guess what, folks? Everybody have a day of judgment. Everybody have a price to pay. And right now, like I say, look, I thought I was tough. I thought I was bad. I thought I was all that. That wasn't me. And like I said right now, when you start being true to yourself and who you are and what you are, when you start understanding, get away from that crab in a barrel mentality, get away from that self-hate. You hating people for what? All the wrong reason. You hating people because I'm jealous of this person. I envy this person because this person got a house. Or this person got a car. Or this person got jewelry. Or this person got a beautiful wife, a beautiful husband, beautiful kids. You can have the same thing that they have, but you got to work for it. Nothing come overnight. Nothing come easy. Get away from that self-pity stuff, thinking somebody owe you something. Nobody owe you nothing. Nobody. I don't give a damn if you got to get a minimum wage job. If that's not making it, go get another job. Hustle. Hustle legally. Go get you a paper route. Go collect cans out the garbage can. They pay 5 cents a can in most of these states and cities. Go out there and know what's out there for you. Everybody cannot be doctors, lawyers, politicians, businessmen right now, but everybody cannot be drug dealer, stick-up kid. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, Johnny Boy. Thank you, 40-year-old rapper laugh. But that's how it is, man. You got a lot of these idiots that's out there, man. They coming home from this penitentiary. Oh, I never told. I never did this. I've been a gangster all my life. I be slapping people. I be stabbing people. I be shooting people. Who do that? Why would I brag about that, man? And the only thing you doing to each other. You doing to people that look just like you. People that grew up in the same environment. Had the same economical situation that you have. That probably came up on welfare. That probably came up in public housing. But once again, you got a lot of people that took that because they suffered. You got a lot of people that grew up poor. And you know what? That probably right now, when they used to eat their cereal in the morning, they used to have to pull roaches out of their cereal as they pour sour milk into their cereal to try to get something into their stomach. But once again, you know what they learned? With all that pain, they took that pain and turned it into positivity. They took that pain and suffering and say, right now is, guess what? I'm gonna be better than that. I'm gonna make sure right now is, guess what? I'm gonna go to school, get the best education. I'm gonna go out there and get in corporate America and I'm gonna apply myself. I'm gonna be the best CEO, CFO, COO. I'm gonna be the best, whatever I need to be the best in my field. And I'm gonna make sure that my kids don't have to be like me. My kids do not have to wear raggedy sneakers, putting tape on the bottom of the sneakers, making sure water don't get on it when it's snow outside or when it's raining outside. Right now, wearing clothes that's raggedy or too big, that's hand-me-down. I'm gonna make sure that my kids right now have a decent chance. But no, a lot of us is still stuck. A lot of us still brainwashed. A lot of us still have that pity party, thinking somebody owes us something. Folks, nobody owes us nothing, man. Nobody owes us anything. And like I said right now, listen, man, I came from a mother that was loving, that was caring, that right now went to work when she had headaches, when she was sick, when she had high blood pressure. She went to work to make sure she was able to provide a roof over our head, food on the table, clothes on our back. Did she give us everything that we wanted? No. But what she did is she gave us enough to survive. I'm not sitting here and saying that I was poor. I don't remember a time in my life that I went to sleep hungry. I don't remember a time in my life that I didn't have a roof over my head as a kid. I didn't know, as far as right now, guess what? Like, I couldn't go to school because of certain unconditioned situation. My mother made sure that she did everything that she can possibly do to make sure I had a fighting chance. But no, I fell in love with the street. I fell in love with the hood, the hoodlums, the criminal-minded individual. You know, I want to be like them. I want to be down. And like I say, folks, let's take it deeper than that. Why are we hating on people that make it? Why are we so jealous of people that went out there and they made it? Ain't like they was lucky, they was blessed. They kept trying, they kept trying. How many times did this rapper try before he got his lucky break? How many times? Sit back and think about it. Did he get his lucky break coming out the gate? No, he didn't get his lucky break out the gate. Right now is PnB Rock. Here it is, did anybody just gave him anything? No, they didn't give him anything. He strived, he worked, he perfected his skill. And right now he's able to get some type of deal, get into the record, start producing music. And what happened? Come on, folks. Nobody gave that man anything. The same thing with Pop Smoke. Who gave that man anything? Nobody gave him anything. They went through hell. But once again, they believe in what was inside of them. All man and woman is rich in their own thoughts and ideal, but it's up to us to pull it out, to bring out the best and put it out there. Right now, listen, if you fall, it's nothing wrong with falling once, twice, 3 times. It's nothing wrong with falling. The objective is each and every time you fall, bounce back up. Get back up. Dust yourself up. Get ready. Keep swinging for success until your hands get tired, man. Keep swinging. Stop thinking people owe you anything. Nobody owed us nothing, man. Nobody owes anything. When you get that opportunity, when you sit back and think about it, whereas right now is, from my understanding, every time a person is born, guess what? It's like 1 in, I think, 14 million, probably more. But right now, you got a chance your life was produced. But once again, when you come on this earth is your stage. And you have to do everything you have to do in your willpower to make it. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. Is it hard? No, it's not hard. You know what it is? It's what we make it. So what we have to do is strive to make the best of it. But a lot of us give up, man. A lot of us right now was, guess what, when we in school, sit back and think about all the people, all these kids that bringing guns to school. Why these kids bring guns to school? We as parents, are we checking their backpack? Are we coming to these kids like, right now, Johnny, come here, man. Let me see what's in your book bag. Let me see what's in your backpack. Why are they taking guns to school? Why are they stealing their parent or their guardian's gun to take it to school? Why? Because they scared. Because once again, they being abused. They being taken advantage in school. So that right now, what they doing is right now, they waiting to go to school, waiting for the opportunity, waiting for that bullied them last year, to bully them this year, so they can blast them. But they don't understand right now, guess what? Bullet don't have no name. You shooting yourself, you trying to call yourself pulling out that gun at that bully punching your face. And you call yourself, you trying to shoot and kill him, but you shoot and hurt somebody else. Or not just him, you shot the teacher. Or you shot your teacher. Or you shot your cousin, you shot your brother. Or you could accidentally shoot yourself. Come on, folks, man. We have to do a better job as a community, man. And not only that, right now, most of these cats that's in there bullying, these are guys that can't read, can't write, don't have no education. So guess what they doing is they acting up. Because why? They don't know no better. They want to get kicked out of class. Or they want people to be afraid of them because they don't want people to understand what's their vulnerability, that they can't read, that they can't write, that they're illiterate. So automatically they want to act like they tough. They want to act like they big and bad. And they want to intimidate everybody there. But people getting tired of that, man. A lot of times right now, the stuff that's going on in our community, guess what? It's self-imposed and we're imposing on each other. Right now, there's nothing wrong right now is to take somebody under your wing, teach them how to be a good person, how to be a good young man, how to be a good young woman, how to motivate them. Look, man, this is what you need to do. Everybody need a helping hand, folks. Everybody need a helping hand. And that's what we got to do is get back out there, get back to the community, and give people the support and love that they need, man. Like I said right now, it take a village. Take a village. It take a village. And what we had to do is we went away from the original principles, man. You got so many lost souls that's out there. And the only thing they need is somebody to talk to them, somebody to inspire them, somebody to encourage them, somebody to uplift them, help them to get out that darkness. Like I said right now, September is what? National Suicide Month. And like I said, you don't know what person is going through. You don't know. You don't know their situation. You don't know their circumstance. But once again, like I said right now, is guess what? Stop being so mean and evil. Stop feeling like you got your life together. Okay, you're lucky, you're blessed. What about the next man? What about the next woman? What about the next boy, next young girl? Like I said right now, get back to the basic and get back, man. Start lending a helping hand, lending an ear, listen, and try to give positive reinforcement, encouragement. That's it, man. Like I said right now, I was once the problem. Now what I seek to do, I seek to be part of the solution. Like I said, I was once the problem. Now, at 91 and a half years old, you know what? I can tell I'm getting old, folks. How I know I'm getting old? Because the way I'm thinking, my attitude, my behavior. Like I said, I used to have a sick mentality. When I used to get upset and I used to black out, only thing I saw was red blood. I want to hurt something. Right now, because I was hurt, keep in mind, hurt people hurt other people. Sit back and think about it. If I'm hurt, if I don't love me, how the hell can I love my neighbor? How can I love anybody else if I don't love myself? And that's what we losing at, man. We got to get people go back to the basic, back to reality, man. Because if we don't do that, guess what? We're going to be in a world of trouble, man. And like I said right now, man, to me, as I start off this message, and like I want people to understand, first it was Pop Smoke. Now, PnB Rock. Okay? Here it is. What they need to do, stop flossing on the gram and having your camp knowingly or unknowingly, share your location. By sharing your location, guess what it can do? It can cost you your life. And guess what's gonna happen? You know how many people are gonna suffer behind that? Sit back and think about it right now. Look how many people moaning today behind, right now, this brother, PnB Rock. Look how many people are moaning behind his loss. Everybody, oh man, that's messed up. Oh, that's sad. You know, it is sad. Right now, his daughter was right there. His baby mama was right there. Right now, what type of impact is that gonna have on those people's life for the rest of their life? Look at all the people that was there. You know, when you witness it, it wasn't no movie, it was live. It was a live event that was happening. People witnesses. Like, it's not no TV like Power. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, Raising a Canaan. It was real life stuff. This guy came in there knowing this person was there. He didn't go to the left or to the right. He went straight to this individual, this rapper. Because once again, he done seen him live. And he done seen all that jewelry. And you know what? They wanted it. So they didn't care what they had to do to get that. They didn't care who they was gonna hurt. They didn't care. Because they want what they want. And the question is, you gotta ask them, is it worth it, man? Like I said right now, I keep trying to tell people I was once the problem. Now I'm trying to be part of the solution. I was once that lost, sick individual. And you know what changed me? It took the death of my beloved mother to help me to understand the pain that I was directly or indirectly inflicted upon the victim and their family. And that type of pain, you don't wish upon your worst enemy, folks. Seriously, you don't. A lot of times right now, it's not coming back for death. Once you dead, you dead. This is reality. And that's what we got to learn to understand, man. Get out there. You know what I'm saying? Respect life. Understand people's situation and circumstance. Every day is not going to be good. Every day is not going to be bad. But everything's going to be what we make it. Once again, if you out there and you exercising and you working out, guess what? Chances are you have a better mind. You have a better state of mind. When you look good, you feel good, you do good, and you're thinking clearly. Because when you're frustrated, are you upset about something? If you out there and you take your frustration out by working out, riding that bike, or lifting weight, or doing push-up, doing sit-up, doing jumping jack, yoga, whatever it takes to cleanse, you know what I'm saying, your mind, your spirit, your body, your soul, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be doing great, folks. You're gonna be doing great. I know it's getting kind of dark. I'm about to wrap it up. But like I said right now, folks, listen, man, hit that like button, subscribe, share. And like I said right now, man, listen, I look at some of the backlash that I get, everybody talking about, Glaze this, you made a deal, you a rap. I don't care nothing about that, man. You know what? I'm mad about getting caught up in that lifestyle in the first place, man, because I was a sucker. I was a wannabe. I was a fool. And I listen to people and the things that they say or whatever. I guarantee any amount of money, if they was in front of me, they wouldn't say or present themselves the way they was. Why? Because it's everybody can do anything behind a camera or on a computer. But the difference is right now, when you face to face with somebody, express yourself the way that you feel, you don't have to pretend. And that's what's wrong with our society. Hey, listen, folks, get your signed copy of the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. The Brian Glaze Gibbs story, a true story of crack, money, murder, and redemption, by emailing me, Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 @yahoo.com. Keep this in mind. If I can change, anybody can change. And you know what? It wasn't easy, but change comes from because I wanted to change. I got sick and tired of being addicted to prison. I got sick and tired in and out of Rikers Island, in and out of upstate New York Correctional Facility, in and out of the federal joint. I got sick and tired of that. And you know what? Like I said right now, was once I got my life together and I put all that negative and nonsense behind me, guess what? I was a completely different person. And what I'm saying right now, folks, listen, there's nothing wrong with taking medication for psychological issue. There's nothing wrong with that. I took Prozac for years. I took it because I needed it. And you know what, like I said right now, is guess what? I'm not gonna knock anybody that's out there that's trying to get self-help, that's trying to be a better them. Because once again, if I didn't get the help that I needed, guess what? You would keep hearing about me, Brian Glaze Gibbs murdered somebody. Brian Glaze Gibbs did something, hurt somebody. Brian Glaze Gibbs did this. Brian Glaze Gibbs did this. Nah, you ain't gonna hear that. Right now is because, once again, from the age of 14 to 24, guess what? When I went through everything I went through, guess what? Never committed another crime. I got myself together and I became a law-abiding, you know what I'm saying, taxpayer citizen. Like I said right now, is I'm home. I'm free. Got a nice home. Beautiful. I'm in the yard now, relaxing, taking it easy. You know what I'm saying? Relaxing. You know what? Because once again, I had to take all that negativity, all that dumb stuff, and put it behind me. All that fake gangster stuff, want to be down, want to be cool, and put it behind me. Like I say, I was once the problem. Now what I'm seeking to do, how do I become part of the solution? And if you got people out there on these platforms, only talking about all this negativity stuff, oh, I did this, I did that, I went to jail, and I used to hurt people when I was in the street and kill people, and I used to stab people up, and I used to shoot people. Man, that is some retarded stuff. That's showing you these guys are lost. Anybody right now that's 40, 50 years old, they trying to be a rapper, you know what that mean? They don't got nothing going for themselves. They're not trying to do nothing for themselves. Only thing they want to do is sit around, get on these lives, get on these social media, smoke their little weed, and pop mad, ignorant stuff. Man, stop listening to them, man. Stop listening to them. And like I said right now, listen, folks, thank you for joining me. Hit that like button, subscribe, share. Peace, love, and prosperity. And once again, if you want to know anything about me, get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story, a true story of crack, money, murder, and redemption, by emailing me, Brian, B-R-I-A-N, Gibbs, G-I-B-B-S, 1201 at yahoo.com. One love. Good night.